Hi, it's me, Aletha. I haven't done a vlog in a while, due to some technical issues, but now I'm using my webcam for the first time. I think this will work a little better. So the thing that I want to talk about today is about PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. And actually, to be more specific, the reasons why I do not support them anymore. I used to support them when I was a young vegan, back in my naive days, and they had a lot of flashy, eye-catching marketing and witty stuff and interesting campaigns. I thought, when they actually made progress with companies to get them to stop testing on animals, like mostly in the cosmetics industry, and all that is great. But there were some things from the very start of my affair with PETA that really bothered me. And I'm starting to realize in life that if I have a gut feeling at the beginning of something, I should listen to it, because it's not going to get better. The thing that bothered me at the beginning of it was their use of naked women and, sexualized images to sell this message of not even veganism, but vegetarianism and some of their other issues. And for a long time, I made myself okay with that. I kind of cut them some slack, like, well, this is how they get things done, and it works because it reaches a wide audience, and blah, 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 but, even though, they're perpetuating these stereotypes, and it's very pragmatic, and this is the best way to go about it. Well, a couple of things have come to my attention over the past few months that really disturbed me to the point that I do not want to be identified with PETA. As a vegan, I'm vegan because I believe in animal rights. I believe that we shouldn't use animals for food, entertainment, science, clothing, anything. PETA says that they support this. However, they've lately taken a pretty wimpy stance. They do not promote full-out veganism. It turns out that the VP of PETA is merely vegetarian. And this isn't about a doctrine, but it's about the real fact that vegetarianism does not promote animal rights, because animals are still exploited for their eggs and for their milk. So if you're gonna say that you support animal rights and justice for animals, you have to be vegan. Sorry. There's really no excuse. I mean, if you're pro-life, you're pro-life, right? It's like you don't say animals are still dying. Animals are still being exploited, basically, if you're merely vegetarian. The other thing is that PETA has declared victory in certain campaigns, such as the KFC campaign, because KFC agreed to have more humane practices with their chickens. Like, I think they decided they were going to have larger battery cages, so the chickens have a little bit more room. Yeah, well, it doesn't do anything about the real problem. It may decrease the efficiency of killing or something, but the fact is that this just makes people more comfortable with the idea of eating animals and using them, because they think it's okay now because, oh, we're taking care of the animal's welfare. And it makes people feel warm and fuzzy and sugarcoats it for them, but it really does nothing for the animals. I'm sorry, animals are still dying, animals are still being exploited. So PETA used to have a hard line. They've gotten really wimpy and political. They are not an abolitionist organization. They are now a welfarist organization. So for that reason, a lot of people in the animal rights community, and vegans in particular, well, animal rights, vegan, same thing, don't want to be associated with PETA. Unfortunately, in the public, people automatically associate vegan with PETA, and they really don't understand the difference between welfare and rights. And also, PETA has really, all their money goes towards advertising, and it doesn't really go, it goes to advertising and like lobbying certain industries. And it's great that they've taken a wide view. They don't just take on factory farming. They take on the fur industry. They take on animal experimentation. They also take on the seafood industry. All of these things are great, but for the average person who's still an omnivore, it can be kind of confusing because PETA does not advance the underlying idea. They've really watered it down to make it digestible for people, and so I feel like the real message of animal rights and abolitionists, which they have proven they are not adhering to an abolitionist approach, but the real message, the real reason is lost on the average person. So it just creates this kind of media circus. It discredits a lot of us who are trying to make serious efforts and live with a positive example for animal rights. So I really urge you, if you're vegan and you believe in animal rights and justice for all beings, that you look into PETA's track record. And if you think about it, if they really wanted to make a difference for animals and were not interested in promotion of themselves as an organization, they could do so much more. Instead of putting up ads with naked women on them that influence a few people, they could actually, have an influence on the domestic animal overpopulation problem. That's one area that really could use some help. So if you're vegan, if you believe in animal rights, please, think before you affiliate yourself with groups like PETA and the Humane Society that say that they support animal rights, but it's basically just AR washing. They are not substantive. Affiliate yourself with organizations that are working for real change, like vegan outreach or people who do more direct action. Thanks for listening. Good night.